We just got back from a trip from our friend, classmate, buddy, good old pal. I got the reel for the header that we've been working on that we bent back. So reel looks good. I mean, a little rust. This is what that pipe does, but run through a little bit of crop. It'll clean that up real nice. So we got the parts in the back of the bed of the Fummins there. Got our digger derrick here. So we'll bring the combine over, park the header here, and start the process of picking that up with the boom. Put on. Same with the other one, put on. Get that header together, go through a little bit more, put the draper back on, now we got it bent, and then it'll be ready for harvest as a backup, or primary header, I don't know yet. But we got those two, they're all set up with all that Mae West skid shoes, cut bar skid shoes, as well as skid plates underneath. So when we're all said and done, yeah, we'll be set. It's nice having a backup header when in this day and age, it's not a bad thing to have. And at the cost of these 2152s anymore, they're just so cheap. I mean, they're just under 20,000 for a lot of them. Well, we'll have, you know, 13 to 15,000 this one when we're said and done. But that in a building is just so comforting knowing, because things happen. And a header is an important part. Combine doesn't work well without a header. Having that on hand. So, all right, let's get to work. Let's get this header ready. All right, B-spine. Disconnect on. Climb with the ladder. There we go, reel is on, it runs. Still got some more things to do this header, like drain the wheel and the sickle bar, the knife, drive box. And then there's bearings, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9, or 7, 8, 9. Actually, are these? Yeah, 7, 8, 9 bearings in the canvases, the drapers, that we really should change too, because when they go out, they can start fires. And then there's a drive motor down below that drives the center canvas, and when that one goes out, and it's known to, it sends filings through the whole system and can destroy all your drive motors, which is extremely expensive. So we need to change that too. And then we need to go through that center auger and put bearings in it and a chain as well. And then the header is pretty much ready to go, minus, I guess, an oil change to the fluid and a new filter. But there, that's all we got to do. Easy, easy. Already checked the chain up there, it's good. And then we know it's bulletproof, I shouldn't say bulletproof, field ready. I mean, as of now, we could just get it rigged up, and if something breaks down, we can throw it in the field real quick and go. But it'd be nice to get some of these stuff done, and then if we ever wanted to sell it, you could say we did all those things. So, all right, next project.
Okay, what I've got done so far is oil's drained, fluid, antifreeze fluid is coolant fluid is about drained. I'm going to go ahead and I'm draining the power steering unit. I'm going to pull that off. It's going to come off anyway when I get the engine out, and it'll be a lot easier just to have nothing around the engine, minimum as possible, to pull it out and make it easier. So I'm draining the power steering fluid. As soon as that kind of gets down to a small droplet drizzle, then I'll put the hose back on, drop it down. I got to do the accessory drive belt that has to come off, so I need to, let's see here, I don't know, I might be able to reach it from here. It's right there, the tightener. You just put a wrench on it and turn it and then pop the belt off. So I might try it like this, and that way it can keep draining. Let me go find a wrench. Okay, so what I've done so far is I've removed the radiator, the fan, I've disconnected the wires pretty much on that side. I've got some right underneath there. I'll raise it up. I've got the fuel lines disconnected. The air conditioning, I gotta look at it and see if I can pull the pump off without unhooking it. We'll see, might not be able to do that, but we'll see, might. So I think it's time to raise it up and then see what I can do from down below. All right, let's see, let's grab the light, take a look at this stuff here. Anyway, what I have, there's the air conditioner. I'll have to check and make sure there's no more lines. The fuel lines drop down alongside the engine. Of course, the engine mounts, that'll be the last. Looking at some of this here. Let's look at the other side. Yeah, I've got the exhaust there. I should spray some on it right now. That'd be a good thing to do. Got that cover to take off. There's the, the oxygenator, oxygenator sensor. I'm not there yet. Still working on it, so. All right, let's tackle the next one. Okay, I'm getting closer. What I'm doing here is the flex plate that holds the torque converter, turns it. Excuse me. Anyway, there's 3 bolts that hold that to the torque converter. I'm going to take those out so that hopefully I won't have to pull the torque converter with it. Then it dumps oil out when you tip the engine, trying to get it out of the engine well. So it's not bad. I had to figure out a way of getting it in there. It's an 18, and I don't have a curved 18 box wrench. So, but I think I'll get it. We'll get that done. Then I've got to loosen these bolts around the flywheel that hooks onto the engine to the tranny. Secure this right here so that it doesn't drop down when we're trying to get the engine out, and then see the process of lifting it and taking it out. And now this is going to be interesting here. I only have that much room before I have to pull it up. So that's going to be an interesting pull, but I think I can do it without having to pull or drop the pan. I just have to get it past, if there is pins, I don't think they're very long. As soon as it gets past with the flex plate and that out, it should just tip up over the drive axle here, front drive axle, and then pull out. Okay. Okay, let me get at the next two bolts. Hopefully it won't be rebolting. Okay. Oh, I see I'm wearing my hat backwards. Yeah, there's a reason. Someone sent us these band lights for your forehead. Let me click it on. Really nice and bright. If you can see, those are the spotlights. And then, let me hit the, there. See, it has a full band, so it has a broad light and a spotlight. So let me see here. I'm just first time learning. Okay, there's the band light, spotlight, dim. Okay, yeah, it adds quite a bit there. So let me put you down. Let me put the band on. Boy, the camera's like a mirror. Cool. Hey, I got a bright idea. Hey, a thought bulb just happened in my mind, right? Not a Bud Light, a Dad Light. All right, here we go. So I've got two bolts out. I got to get one more. So let me, where is it? Got to rotate the starter ring around. It's coming. I see the bolt. She's coming around the corner when she comes. It's coming around the corner when she comes. It's coming around the corner. Okay, here we go. So what I use to get up in there just to loosen it so then I can get an end wrench on is this really short 18 socket with a very flexible head. And I can stick it up there, I can turn it, put it on, and then crack it, and then use the end wrench. Okay, got my mechanic.
Uh-oh. Well, there's your problem. It's dirty.
Yeah, it's got a weed right there. Look at that, a grass weed.
Found your starter.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
Well, you have to remove this anyways because you got to take the bolt out from the starter because that holds it to the bell housing as well. This one and the other one.
All right.
Or not the bell housing, but the...
Okay. Okay, yes, so we're getting really close. We've got pretty much everything unhooked, but now we got to get the bolts around the engine, get the cherry picker in, and put chains around it, and then just start putting pressure after we take the engine mount bolts out and just see how loose it is, and if it's binding, find out where we haven't maybe disconnected something, or I haven't disconnected something. He just joined the project. I think I'm going to use a lot of zip ties when I put it back together again.
You're not a good mechanic unless you use zip ties.
And duct tape. Yes. There you go.
That's cute. I don't think it's supposed to do that.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I've seen that on...
Can you hear that?
No, what that is, I've seen that advertised on TV as you work your underarms and you shake
underarm? Well, it's easy to get that motor mount out now. I don't know why this dipstick won't come out. There we go. There's one more plug down here at the very bottom. That needs to be off right here.
You can get that from below.
All right, right now we basically have all the motor mounts or the motor mounts are off, all the bolts around the transmission are off. There's a little crack right here where it's splitting itself, which is awesome. That means we don't have to fight it. My pickup, when I did mine, had to fight it a little bit, or not my pickup, my Yukon, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, that'll probably be right there. Don't use too much of that thing. It's splitting right now. Here, hang on a second. Not splitting very well on this side. You should be good on this side also.
See, there is one.
It's good on this side.
One wire here. What? Oh, there's fourth wire. There's 3 of them. That's that size. They've got 4 of them now. Yeah, 4 of them. Just little wires.
Okay.
Why?
All right, that's free there. Okay.
All right, I'm going to call Elon and see what he has that goes in place of it. All right. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my line.
You got it out.
Yeah, it's out.
Your transmission fluid looks disgusting.
Yeah, that'll be changed. I'll tighten everything up, plug all the lines that I go through them all. Then this thing's going to get washed.
What in the world? 3 layers of gaskets for the exhaust?
What?
Yeah. I've never seen that before. That's a new one.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look. First of all, feel the timing chain. Of course, they got tensioner on it.
None of the lobes really seem. I mean, there's definitely, they're wore down. You can see the wear marks.
The plating is off,
But I don't see any.
but they're not. It's good for another.
I mean, all these little rollers down here for the lift or the valves don't look bad. Well, the metal contaminants that we found in this right here is probably from the lower end or the pistons area. So
Yep.
we got to remove the timing chain, and then we can hopefully take the head right off. I think. Looks like you can just keep the cams on it.
yeah, because it's all in the head. It's all in the head. Yeah, I probably will put on a new water pump.
I definitely would if I was you.
Yep, that'll save having to do it later. We can go ahead and pull the air conditioner pump off.
Yeah, that's 15.
All right, we didn't have a small enough puller with smaller jaws to reach in to grab the notches inside the spokes of the dampener crankshaft pulley. Voila! That dampener didn't dampen our resolve to get that off. Way to go. No, that's...
Is that the intake?
This is the intake.
Oh man.
I know.
That's Canada's on ours. Is it tries, it has our intake. It is nice because then you get a 1-year warranty.
Oh, there's 2 screws here.
What?
There's
No,
Oh, you got them up.
I got them out.
Boy, it's tight there in the middle.
Roller cams.
Oh, you know what it is? Oil pan's got to come off, and then that thing's probably deeper than this.
That's what it is.
There you go. There we go.
Dipstick.
I couldn't get it out to begin with.
What's it look like down there? Chunks?
That looks like bad oil. Look at all the crap.
Look at all your screen. These chunks in your screen.
Yeah, but it's bad oil. You can just see the oil burnt residue on everything. What's this right here? Oh, there we go.
I think it just wore out. Pressure. Cylinder feels good.
I'm not seeing anything.
That's what I said. I felt it, and I don't feel any scratches.
So here's the thing about this motor. We found, and its bearings that are peeling apart and going inside. There's little chunks of bearing in here in the oil pickup. On top of the head, we found when we took the caps off the camshaft, there's a little residue of metal in there, and they cut them up, so it's going to need new cams. The cylinder walls actually look really, really good, but the rod bearings right here definitely can find. There's a little sliver of one that's popping out right there. So basically, we're looking at, to make this thing run and back up to snuff, you really need to take the crankshaft down. You need to get it turned. You need to have the rods turned, cleaned up, new bearings to fit both of them. And then you need to get it honed, maybe bored out, new pistons, new piston rings, new gaskets, new cams, new cam bearings, a couple other things like a new oil pump. All right, you get the idea. It's gonna need a major overhaul. So, is it worth just getting a reman long block where it comes with the whole crankshaft assembly, the head, everything put together, and then we just slap all the pieces on it and put it in there? It costs more. They do have warranties with them. Or do we go through the hassle and try to have this thing all spec'd out and done and gone through? And at this point, I don't think it's worth trying to mess with, trying to go through and get that done. But we'll just kind of see what we can come up with. And cause of failure, if I had to guess, it's either low maintenance of oil. This had 80,000 miles on it before my dad got it, so they might not have taken care of it. It could have been cheap oil that's putting in it because it just doesn't look like it's lubricating. Maybe the oil pump failed and it wasn't building enough oil pressure and it kind of rode on the camshaft and crankshaft and all that good stuff. But that's hard to determine. But it's really nasty looking inside. It's got this really weird carbon black soot junk that's caked on everything. But that could be blow-by from the pistons. So anyways, it's out. And this guy over here needs a tub of ice cream and throw the lid away so he can just, yeah. He's not a quitter.
I gotta drown my sorrows in a little bit of that sweet cream.
Sweet cream,
Cold,
there you go.
Sweet cream.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah.
You're not a quitter.
That's right. No. It's licked the bottom.
All right, well. Okay, we'll
clean up the mess.
Clean it up, move this out of sight, and then we'll figure out a game plan later on. But how about you guys say what you think we should do? Or does he look around for another pickup and just buy another pickup? But we all know that's going to be a way more expensive option, and you don't know what you're getting.
Well, you might check in your toolboxes. You might have an engine sitting around in there somewhere.
You guys got a Briggs & Stratton? We could slap it in there.
If you got a really good Sawzall blade, take a V8 and give me 4 of them.
Well, I got a couple V8s.
All right.
We could make that happen.
Okay.
All right, well, that's a major inconvenience, but things happen. What can you do? Just roll with it, I guess. Except for that, it's not rolling.